Welcome back. Now, it's not very often that Hollywood and non-league mix with each other, but that's what happened when the actors Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney bought, in February, Wrexham, didn't they, last year?
Yes, today the documentary Welcome to Wrexham is released on Disney+, giving an inside look at the takeover and their experience of running the club. Ahead of the release, Pete spoke to the pair ahead of the documentary.
Look, guys, really looking forward to watching the documentary later, but before all that, I have to ask you, have you managed to watch any Sky Sports News when you've been over here in the UK?
Yes. In fact, I had it on all day long in the hotel because there's only a few channels that we could get in this hotel that I was staying at, actually in London, and it just so happened that it was the final day of the regular season, so it was like one of the most exciting weekends to watch the clubs go up and down. And so, and obviously they can't broadcast all of the games, so I was just watching the highlights on Sky Sports. It was amazing.
There you have it, Sky Sports shareholders. He fell right into his trap.
Yeah, you did a little bit, to be honest. But look, Ryan, what was your initial thoughts when you first walked into Wrexham Football Club?
I think I felt it to a certain degree before going, which would probably explain the shakes I had when I first got there. It was intense, you know. Also, there's something odd about, you know, having so much exposure to this community and this club, and particularly this stadium, which I sort of look at more of like a church in Wrexham, and then actually going there physically for the first time after so much had been built up in my mind about it. It certainly did not disappoint, but man, was I nervous. Walking through Wrexham the first few times we were there, and then now it really does feel like a second home. I mean, it's going there. There's something. I get the giggles a little bit before I'm on my way over to Wrexham because I know I'm about to have win or lose. I'm about to have an amazing experience. So it's just a wonderful town, and we so appreciate and love the embrace that this community has shown, not just us, but obviously the club that they've loved and revered for so long.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. Like a second home for you, as you say. But talk to me about the Welsh language, because let's be honest, it is one of the toughest languages in the world to learn. Have you managed to learn any phrases yet, Rob?
A little bit, yes. I've learned the national anthem because I realized that they sing that quite a bit. It's a beautiful national anthem, and so I learned how to sing that.
I've got to say, guys, I know some of the Wrexham players personally. I also had a chat with the gaffer, Phil Parkinson, as well. And they've all said you're both really down-to-earth blokes. You've got the club's best interests at heart as well. So that must be nice to hear.
Yeah. I mean, we know that there's nowhere to hide, and we welcome that. We wear our hearts on our sleeves, and we're trying to only make promises that we know we can keep, and to go into this with open eyes and full hearts. Can't lose.
Nice. Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
And look, you said right at the offset as well that taking Wrexham all the way into the Premier League was the ultimate goal. But having been at the club a little while now, is that really still the dream?
Why not? If we go into this and we want to dream big, then why not go all the way? I think we recognize that that is a long journey, but we're here for the long haul.
And look, anything can happen in football. You know, you can put together the greatest team on earth, and then you can see some giant killer comes along and takes out Man United. I mean, it's anything can happen in this sport. So why couldn't Wrexham, theoretically make it all the way to the Premier League one day? I mean, this is the place where hopes and dreams are born every day. So why not?
Okay, Premier League, here you come. Now, you've both played as some memorable characters in your careers as well, of course, but perhaps one of the ones that will come to minds of the viewers watching right now will be your portrayal of Deadpool, Ryan. So I'm going to ask you if you could give your players at Wrexham one of Deadpool's superpowers, which one would it be?
Oh, God, I don't know. Probably impenetrable tendons would be nice. That is a brutal sport. I mean, watching those players practice is shocking to me. I mean, the practices are brutal. I mean, the speed with which they're moving, the collisions, it's just intense. So yeah, I would love them to have the healing factor of Deadpool. That would be if I could figure that out. The Premier League, here we come.
OK, great stuff. Look, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to both of you. Good luck with the airing of the documentary later and, of course, with the National League season with Wrexham. And hopefully we'll see you there for a game sometime this season. And hopefully, as well, you can come into the studio next time and see us face to face.
Thanks,
All
Pete.
right, thank you so much.